Hey guys. Alright, so my last video kind of crapped out because it had like 3 different topics and I couldn't come up with a title for it. But anyways, this video is going to be about this. It's a review on UP2U gum, which I think is a dumb title, but everybody's informed me that apparently it's up to you. And that's the fantastic part, because apparently what makes this gum so great is you get 2 flavors in 1 pack. Which would be great if the flavors didn't suck, because it says sweet mint and bubblegum, giving you the impression that you have choice between minty and other flavored gums, which is a complete lie, because they're both extremely minty no matter what. If it's any sort of fruity flavor, you're not going to taste the fruit. You're going to get a hint of fruit and then a blast of mint, which is just a weird minty. It's like a sugarless mint. I don't know how to explain it. It's not very tasty. And it's artificially flavored. That was another thing I wanted to address. This package is, well, I can't say anything about the package, but, the gum comes in foiled wrappers. And I'm going to be writing a letter to this place to tell them to use paper wrappers, because paper wrappers are more eco-friendly. Now, you might be thinking, well, Amanda, don't use trees, but I'm telling you that most places that use trees, see, extra gum does not go to the rainforests of Africa or wherever and then chop down an entire tree for a pack of mint gum. Okay, what happens is they rent out a piece of land and they grow trees there. Now see, you chop down some trees and then there's another, like, I don't know how to explain it, I don't have time for it in this video. Basically, the basics are, so tree farm, and see, these trees are growing and then they plant trees on this side. It's like a cycle. You go around the farm and then, you know, there's always trees growing. You don't have to take from other places. And, I think, what is it? Extra gum uses paper wrappers, but paper wrappers are more eco-friendly because they spend less time in the landfill. And can you imagine how many people just, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's a little itty-bitty wrapper. You just unwrap it, and then you crumple the wrapper up, and you throw it on the side of the road. And that's going to be there in the sewage or wherever it goes forever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to write to that company and ask them, and I hope that you guys do too, about using paper wrappers. And this came in a bigger pack, so that's where I'll find the address to write to. And also, if you message them on Facebook, yeah, you know, you can, there's tons of ways to advocate being eco-friendly. And this is one of the ways, you know, places that use foil wrappers for things. You can always, you know, message them, mail them, you know, just say, hey, you could save a lot of trees, or not trees, you could save a lot of time. I don't even know what to say. Just say, hey, it's more eco-friendly to use paper wrappers. Spends less time in the landfill. And hey, guess what? Your gum doesn't stick with its flavor very long, because that's the argument that most gum companies use. Well, the foil keeps the flavor in better. Got news for you. This gum is wrapped in foil, and the flavor lasts about 5 minutes. And I personally feel that gum in paper wrappers lasts longer. The flavor does. Maybe it's because I want paper to be so much better, and it's all in my head, and I'm crazy, but I really do believe that's how it is. And if they don't change it, then I usually just don't buy it, because it's not that great of a gum anyways. And you could always be a little brat and in your letter say, hey, I might buy your gum, but it's made in foil wrappers, and that makes me nervous about, you know, blah, 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 blah. There are plenty of ways to talk people into using paper for things. Also, by the way, another eco-friendly tip, don't use styrofoam plates. Styrofoam is the worst thing for the environment. When it burns, it literally, it just, ugh. And when it sits in the landfill, it's just, it's a terrible substance. Styrofoam is the devil. Styrofoam is Satan. Don't use styrofoam. When you go get those little plates, use the paper plates. They suck, but you know what? Deal with it. Get some Dixie cups. Get some Dixie plates. Those are awesome. Try and use less plastic. Also, Party City. Most Party Cities offer eco-friendly party supplies. They're pretty cheap, and it's like $2.50 for a pack of like 10 bamboo plates made out of bamboo. And one would assume that that would be reusable. I mean, they might not be fantastic. They're probably pretty thin, but I would reuse those. Anyway, so that's what this video is about. That is all. I'll make a video later. Bye guys. Write letters. Save the Earth.